life, as I proceeded through my endeavors, I always thought of him. He really was a father figure. He was.
Sure he was.
He was a counselor.
Yes,
he was a teacher. He guided us in many ways, and all positive. All positive. And he didn't coddle us. He didn't coddle us. Well, I think he regarded us as his kids.
I believe he did what he had to do to help
That's why-
us straighten
I
out.
think so.
That's why I put that that's what he used to say all the time. Those are my boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
They're all my boys. Yeah.
Manny, can you zoom in on this picture here? And Ernie, can you point to who Ray on that picture is? And then some of the guys?
Okay, that's Rivera Senior. That's the way he looked. He was a big, tall, bare-barreled, chested, big man.
Mm-hmm.
And then some of these guys that I drew in here, that's Richard Mendoza, Tony D'Arcy, Beto Salazar, Shaboom.
Jabu. Wow.
This is Saldaran, our leader. That's Ule. What was his real name?
Menu.
Salcedo. David Ramirez.
Gunner.
Gunner.
There you go.
Oh, that's me in the middle there with a hat on. That's Tony D'Arcy, right?
Yeah.
And that's Pinky, his brother. He had a big smile, a lot of teeth like that. And there's Joy Yala over here. And I forget who the other ones are.
You got good memory. You got good memory.
They look like that.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. You got.
You can tell the gunner, man. That's really, you can tell who they are.
Yeah.
And Saul is very handsome. Remember that?
Yeah.
Saul Duran?
You still around?
Yeah.
You still around?
Yeah, he lives in Rancho.
I tried to get a hold of him, Rudy, and I just couldn't get a hold of him.
I used to
Manny, did
talk
you get a good picture of the of all the guys that were in the troop? Yeah, we
I'll
had
tell-
more over the years. We had more people that participated.
I'll tell a little story about Ule. We came up here to Camp Eritava, or one of the,
Yeah,
one of the
Bart
things
Flax.
up here.
Yeah.
And Ule was a very heavy person. He was, that's why they called him Ule.
Heavy
Well,
dude.
anyway, we came up here, and then Ray said, some of you guys go up, climb the mountains. And some of us got together. There was about 5 or 6 of us that went. And then Ule, nobody wanted actually to hang around with him because he was too heavy. But he came with us. And we couldn't figure out how to get him from one place to another because it was very heavy. So these guys, I can't remember the guys that were with him. But anyway, they went and got a rope and tied Ule around him. And we started pulling him up the mountain. Well, we went I think it was maybe about 40 yards. Forget about this. We ain't climbing no more. And we all came back down. but we never told him. We never told him.
But
But it was just that he was shocked.
Yeah, but what I remember about Ule is that when we had the contest, the knot tying contest,
Yeah.
man, he was the best. Done. He was really fast.
He was a
Guess
good
you're
person.
drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got some pictures in here. I'll show you guys later.
Oh, yeah?
About me teaching the guys first aid.
Over at Camp
Camp
Eritava,
Yeah.
speaking about that one,
Yeah.
I remember Bibi Chavez, El Cabezón,
See.
Charlie Sierra. He got out, it was a lake, I think it was Jameson Lake.
Jim Slater.
It was frozen. And in the middle of the place, there was water. They want to go swimming. They were dead set of going swimming. And stripped down to their shorts, got in, and both Charlie and Bibi Chavez, boom, into that freezing water.
I got a picture of that.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Qué bárbaro. ¡Eh, come on in, güey! ¡Eh! ¡Están locos!
Albert, talking about going camping and just doing different things with Ray. How did he transport us to these different activities? What did he have?
His
truck.
pickup.
Pickup truck.
Pickup truck?
Yeah.
Pickup.
A GMC,
What year? A GMC, what year?
about 53, 54.
53, 54 GMC?
Yeah,
And he would crowd us all there?
all the time, all the time.
There.
Yeah,
all of
Man, you're freezing back there. You know,
Ángela. My God,
Manny, can you take
that's the one,
get a
all
close-up
right.
of that one?
Wow, that's cool.
Let's see.
Give it to Rudy, have it.
See, this Charlie in his shorts.
Charlie Sierra.
Rudy, hold it to the camera so he can take it. Now, Ernie, you described that a minute ago. What is this? That Albert talked about, they
The
jumping
lake.
into the frozen
Oh, yeah,
lake?
you tell him.
Lake.
The lake, oh, well, Jake's Lake, it was
Frozen.
frozen. And Art, El Cabezón, pues, and Charlie Sierra, estaban tercos that they wanted to go in swimming, period, swimming, not just jump in the lake.
Oh, man.
Well,
So-
eventually they stripped down to their shorts, and both of them walked into where it's all frozen,
Well, back.
and then went to where the hole was in the lake. Boom, and they stayed there quite a while, swimming back and forth and all that stuff.
Well, Ernie, you have a whole bunch of pictures. Ernie, can we borrow those pictures so we can scan them and include them?
Right there.
Oh, sorry.
But anyway, getting back to how he transported us.
Okay.
A lot of times we were just like packed like sardines. I mean, if a cop would ever stopped us, he would give Ray a ticket.
Could never happen.
Because
Yeah.
a lot of time we were going up the mountains. And a lot of time it was
Well,
snowing.
when he was transporting us to go
Yeah.
camping, that's when we would have gotten in
Yeah.
trouble. He would have.
So it was packing the scouts plus
Plus
gear,
our gear, all our gear.
And
So you can imagine it was,
and
it was a hassle, man. It was
Yeah.
really a hassle.
back.
But that was before the law that, you know,
Yeah.
You know-
Well, good thing, because
the law.
if that law had been in,
Yeah, it didn't
in
exist
act in that
then.
time,
force.
poor Ray would have been
Yeah, they would take his license
in
away.
trouble.
And this picture, there's 12 of us. He got all 12 of us in the back of that pickup.
Yeah.
Plus our sleeping bags, plus our tents, plus our sleeping.
All our goodies, all everything.
Our packs,
Yeah.
you know?
That's
And he
good.
transported us in that little, the truck's in the back.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see it.
Besides that, we talked about some of the things that Ray encouraged us to do. One of the things was he would also organize us as a baseball, softball team, and a basketball team, and then we would go and play against San Bernardino, the home of Navy.
The home of Naval Service.
The home of
Yeah.
Naval Service.
Still there.
Yeah.
Still there.
Do you remember that, Al?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Still there.
And what impact did that have on you, Al? You know, coaching and being part of the team that went to the Home and Naval Service.
Well, I think the majority, I believe, you want to be on a team. You want to belong to a team. You want to be with your buddies. You want to be with your friends.
He'll tell us.
He's getting together a team. He's looking for players. You want to go play? Go sign up. That's all you had to do. Show up, sign up, let's go. Boom. That was it. No regulations and all this. You got to be 7 foot tall and all this stuff.
Elton Baylor and all that. Magic
But
Johnson.
You got to pitch the ball 90 miles an hour and all that stuff. But man, it was just having a good time. Well, it first started here at Veterans Park, of course. Right there, everything was there.
Now, Veterans Park was in South Colton.
South Colton.
Yeah.
In South
Well,
Colton.
Veterans Park, yes.
Yeah, and then we
Vet
went,
Park, right.
to
And
prepare the
everything
field.
started right
Yeah.
there, everything.
And with his little pickup, he would prepare the field, the infield,
Drag it,
drag it, and we would help him. And then we would have
Line
our
it.
little team.
Oh, tough.
You were the catcher,
Albert.
Albert. You were the catcher. Yeah. Rudy, you pitched, huh?
Yeah. Me and
You
Tony
pitched.
D'Arcy.
Yeah.
Tony Diaz.
D'Arcy.
Yeah, and I played second.
Sometimes I think Tony was going to break his arm. He was so flaco, you remember? You skinny.
Yeah.
I talked to some guys that I used to work at, when I used to work with this other company, and some of the guys, one time he came up to me and asked me, he said, "You're Rudy, aren't you?" I said, "Yeah, they had just started working." He said, "I remember you, and you and the other guy." "Which one?" They said, "They're all the long, tall one." He said, "Why?" They said, "You guys were
Whoa,
pitchers."
wow.
I said, "Yeah." They said, "I remember you used to pitch pretty fast, but the other guy had such a wind up, and we threw so slow, we couldn't hit him. I mean, we couldn't figure out
It was a
why does he
deceiver.
throw it so slow. We can't hit him. You know how? Because you know you want to kill it." And Tony was a big wind up, big tall guy, and then he would throw it very slow. And
Yeah.
he was striking him out. He said, "I remember you for that."
That was his changeup.
Albert,
And that was his only wind up, his only pitch.
Albert, you mentioned that, and we talked about Ray being a good role model, a hero.
I think so, man.
Father image.
I think so.
And then you mentioned that you try to emulate him,
I remember him,
and then you carried on to your.
and then when my girls wanted to start playing softball, I says, "Okay, I'll go sign you up." So Elizabeth Davis had just opened up that girls' ballpark
Yeah, I remember.
at the North Park over there. Strictly for, as a matter of fact, the mayor of Colton was the one that originated the girls' softball thing. Big, heavy.
But tell us about your coaching.
¿Cómo se llamaba el señor?
I know who you're
Rimbaud.
Tell us about
Carl.
your coaching and
Carl.
the
Carl.
impact that
Carl
Ray had on you.
Carl Rimbaud, yeah.
Carl.
Well, anyways,
Yeah.
my girls wanted to play softball, and I took them down. I took them down to go sign up at the Rimbaud, and they signed up, and a bunch of their friends were there and everything, and they were going to get together, and other guys were already there that supposedly had teams, and I just started hanging around to check out to see if these guys knew anything about ball, because I didn't want to leave my kid just there they're on a team, but are they going to be taught anything? That was my main thing. If you're gonna play ball, I want you to be taught right. Oh, okay, that. So I stayed around, and they drafted teams and all this stuff, and started having practices, and I kept going to these so-called practices, and to me they were a joke, man. The guys, all they had these girls doing was throw the ball back and forth. And I asked one of the guys that was supposed to be the coach, what are the kids learning by throwing the ball back and forth? Well, I don't know, everybody else is doing it, so I'll just have them do it too. No. I put on the shoe right away. No. Some of these girls don't even know what a baseball glove is. You gotta show them where it belongs, on what hand, how to use it, how to catch the ball, how to get the ball with the other hand and throw it. You got to start from scratch. You just don't in the middle and start throwing the ball back and forth and run to the base and all that stuff. It was crazy. So there were people that were running the league that I knew from football, because I was already involved with the football program. And he said, "Oh, I know what you mean now. You know what? This is no good for the league. Why don't you stick around and help?" No. I just wanted to sign. I wanted to do my job, sign my kids up, but I didn't want to sign them up and leave them and have nobody teach them anything. If they're going to play ball, they're going to have to learn how to play ball first. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, that went on until the people that were running the league, they really talked me into getting involved with the league so I could help them get organized, how to start getting organized with a team. Start from step 1, step 2, and so on and so on. So I did that, and everything went fine. So I stayed there for 23 years with the girls softball, and it was all great. Oh man, there was some super girl athletes that
But
went through that program.
besides that, my take on that, Al, is that you had a tremendous, Ray Abril had a tremendous influence
Well, he did
in
because
your life in terms of giving back to the community and giving of yourself and coaching for that many years. And altogether, I think you coached about 40 years in Colton,
I did.
about 40 years.
So when after the little league, not little league, but after the girls softball, my kid had just become of age to go play little league, and he didn't. At first, he didn't want to play little league. He said he wasn't going to play little league. He said, "You better be sure because they're having sign-ups right now." Da. So when he finally decided that he wanted to play little league, he said, "Come on, Dad, take me to. I want to go play little league. Everybody, all my friends are going to play. Da. So I always, Ken Hubbs, sign-ups closed. Too many ball players. I went to the other one, Colton Terrace, Muslu League, Carrion Park. Same thing over there. Couldn't get him in. And somebody suggested San Marino, Ballard Park on 5th Street next to the pool.
Yeah.
Right there. Brand new field had just opened up. They were just opening up a brand new league. Vámonos. I took him over there to play, to sign him up anyways. And the same thing happened there then that was going to happen with the girls. The guy that was going to take over run the team, he did not know Jack from Shinola.
So let me go back then, Al. Let me go back. So my point is that being involved in Boy Scouts, being well acquainted with Ray, and having that tremendous influence that he had in your younger life, that you were able to take over, be a coach, and continue being a coach for many, many years. And like I mentioned before, about 40 years. Now, do the kids that you coach, do they come and say hello and how are you, coach?
Yeah, when they run into him on the street or market or whatever, they'll come up to me and bump into me, kind of, friendly little bump. Hi, and it's, "Hi, coach, how you doing?"
That's good.
And so help me, I remember them, who they are, what they play, what even position they played. That the girls from the Rimbaugh League over there, and the football players from the Colton Youth Football from the high school. There, I did the same thing with them. My son wanted to play football. He really loved football. I says, "Okay, you're not going to sign up and then just say you don't want to because it's too rough. If you're going to sign up, you're going to go and practice, and then go out and play hard all the time. You understand me, son?" "Oh, Dad, what if I'm tired?" "If you're tired, you play tired." You get more tired by playing, but you'll get a good feeling, son. Well, he was only 9 years old. He had just turned 9. So he didn't know what the heck he wanted, really.
How has scouting impacted your life? I know in my case, going through the scout laws, Louis, the scout is what? Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. And I think when I look at all our guys that Ernie has here, I don't think anybody, I think everybody followed through on that scout law.
They all fell in that mode, really.
I think it had an effect on us. The thing that I recall is going through, my life so far, the motto, be prepared.
Oh,
And be
The motto.
prepared, man, be prepared, I think took me from elementary school all the way through graduate school. Because, I always thought, oh, I better get ready. I better make sure, let me anticipate something else, And that really had an effect on me. Besides the scout laws, that one phrase, be prepared, man, it just had a tremendous impact on me.
What about the slogan, do a good turn daily?
Oh, man.
También, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
all of us are still involved in some type of community activity. Albert coaching for 40 years. You're with Kiwanis, and you also were in education for many, many years. And Ernie, you still keep active in scholarship fundraising.
Oh, definitely, yeah, give back to the community, something that they didn't do for us.
That's right.
Right.
Great.
And then Frankie, you took over the 245 after we were long gone. And what do you have there, Louis?
Oh, this was the panoramic picture that was taken on May of 2001 when we paid tribute to Ray Abril Sr., our longtime scoutmaster. And, wow.
What date was that, Louis?
It was in May of 2001
May of 2001.
at the Radisson Hotel in San Bernardino.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, it was, were you involved with the planning, Ernie? Anyway,
Oh, yeah.
the planning started in January, and then we thought, yeah, we will have the banquet for Ray in May, and then we would visit Ray and said, this is where we're at with the plans, and this is where the plans are coming to, and that would keep him going. And then we went to the hospital, and we would still give an update on the plans that we were preparing for that big banquet. And guys, we had the banquet on a Saturday. What day, Louis?
It was the
I don't remember the exact date.
17th of May,
17th of May.
2003.
17th of May, 2003. We had a big banquet, and how many people showed up? About 300?
Over 300.
Over 300 people showed up and played, and these were all the Boy Scouts and their families. And then we took a picture of them, and you have a picture of that. And we'll scan the picture so we can include it in this talk. But Ray could not make it to the banquet with Ernie.
No, because he was too sick.
He was sick in the
93 years old.
hospital. And Ernie, remember that the next day at noon, Sunday at noon, Ray passed away, brother.
He lasted that long.
Yeah, so he lasted until the banquet was over.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
He lasted until the banquet was over.
And Sonny Abril, his son, he mentioned that, he said, my dad was waiting. He was waiting until he had the banquet. And then,
Getting back to the scout thing here, trustworthy and all this stuff, I don't think there's a person
Wow.
in our group and in the Boy Scouts, when we were on the Boy Scouts, I think that of all the guys, I think they all agree on what this was. Because as we grew up, there was no violence in South Colton. There was no...
Not that
like-
generation.
there you go, like today, like barrios are. I mean, when we were the Boy Scouts, actually, we all did obey this. We did, and as we grew older and we started getting up in years, we started going our separate ways. But the thing is that I know that we never had violence because of what we had here.
Yeah,
We were always together. I mean, whether Ray had us playing basketball, baseball, hiking, he was always, like Bernie said a little while ago, he was the guy that motivated everybody, and we all obey this because of him. And I'm not kidding, like I saw a little while ago. I've always been very grateful to him, and I used to tell Sonny about it. I said, your dad, I mean, a lot of guys are here because of what Ray did. And one time, actually, I don't know who I was talking to, and it came into my mind. I said, you know what? I can never understand why he hasn't got nothing, recognition for it. school, park. I'm talking about Ray, period, not Sonny, Ray. Because what we did ours in the Boy Scouts and those pictures, we have never actually paid attention to at least have a plaque or something. But we never have because we all went our separate ways. But we all here that we're talking right now, we're all together. And we always bring Ray back into the game. But the thing is that people outside like Colton right now, there's nobody there anymore for us. There's no more, it's only a handful of us that are there. And we know Ray like that picture right there. Those are the people right there that knew Ray. Other than that, you say Ray Abreu in South Colton, who's that?
Yeah.
You go to the school board,
Well, they think of Junior.
who's that? Yeah,
You know that the Arrowhead District, the Boy Scouts of America.
We'll stop here with Louis. We'll stop here with
I think
Louis.
you have like 10 minutes left with the battery.
Oh, okay, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so
We can edit that out later
Go ahead.
on. Okay, Louis, I'm
Remember
sorry.
that Tenogenes Navarro, who was working with, he was one of the directors working with the Arrowhead District of Boy Scouts of America.